Okay, and we're on the air.
Okie-doke.
So, Golda, hello.
Hello.
Could you start just telling me a little bit about yourself and what it is you do?
I work as an environmental health officer, so generally I work in local government, but I do private work as well. So that entails like food hygiene inspections, health and safety in the workplace, communicable diseases, so general public health stuff. So we do proactive advice, enforcement, and anything else, which a load of stuff that comes with it. However, I only do that part-time. So the other half of the time, I'm what you probably call complementary therapist. So I work with energies, I'm Reiki master, transference healer, I'm a masseuse, reflexologist, crystal therapist, hypnotherapist. So I work in that field. So at the moment, what I'm trying to do is to develop the complementary therapy field. And hopefully that will take over the environmental health. But at the moment, I need to do both.
I understand. Thank you very much. So how did you hear about the LEC then?
Okay. Well, basically, I was introduced to the RSC that runs the LEC through Annalie. So she actually, it's like she came and found me in Turkey, of all places. Because although I am doing all these therapies, I understood that there was still, I still need to do more work on myself. I mean, I know work never ever stops on yourself. So, but there was something specific, I think, that I wasn't understanding about the nature of self and the connection with everybody and everything around me. So when I met Annalie, she was telling me about RSC and the things that you do, and I thought, oh wow, those are all the things that, you know, I'm kind of doing and want to do. So that sounds very interesting, and kind of like there was a connection made, and I was thinking, yeah, I want to go RSC, I want to go see these people, see what they're up to. So then when I did go to RSC and was introduced to the director, Constantine, it all sort of like started from there, and then I understood what was missing and what I needed to learn. So that's how it all happened.
And you had also done like a few of the life blueprints and things?
Yeah, so I attended some of the courses that they run. I had a few treatments from Constantine. I had a few treatments on the time waver machine that they do, the quantum wave.
Quantum spa.
Yeah, the quantum spa. Yes. And then through that, I was introduced to the LEC, which I said, yeah, I need to go on that as well.
That's wonderful. And this is your first LEC?
No, this is my third LEC. So I went to Italy, LEC, Cyprus, and now I'm here, and hopefully I may go South Africa.
Wonderful. And so once we have, watch out for the studio audience. It's okay, it's okay. So okay, of course, well I say of course, I don't want to assume anything, but what was your expectation about the LEC? Like when you heard about it, what was your initial expectation?
Right, well first and foremost I try not to have any expectation, although it probably does creep in a little bit. Now I'm not necessarily a novice, so I have been sort of like traveling the earth, going to various sites and connecting with energies and things. But I didn't necessarily know the fullness of what I was doing, but I've been doing it a while. So what LEC brought to me in conjunction with RSC, me going with RSC and being guided and directed by Constantine, is it gave me a better understanding of actually what was going on and what I was connected to, and then also the things that I needed to understand about myself, and also gave me good references, because even though I was doing all this stuff, I didn't really have a proper reference, I didn't have a proper context for it. So what LEC done was gave me a good context for what I am actually doing.
Wonderful. Okay, so as you say, you didn't have expectations, so to speak, but what has been your actual experience coming on these things?
The actual experience is one how I would say, let me call it life. If how life actually teaches you things if you're prepared to stand back and listen and to pay attention. Because the way how everything flows in the LEC, the way how things are connected, only life can present that to you. So I think that was one of the main things. And when I talk about life, I mean everything that entails life. So whether it's a situation, whether it's nature, the weather, people you meet, they all have something to present to you, to teach you. And with the LEC, it helps you to tune into that. To say, okay, not say, well, this is how I want it to be, this is how I'm going to live life, no, LEC allows you to step back and actually observe and learn. So you're able to learn what it is that you need, not what it is that you think you need, and how you need to proceed. So life can teach you that very well if you allow it to, but the problem is that most of us don't allow that because we're not used to that and we're not taught to do that. So if there's anything I would say about LEC, number one thing is that it gives you that space to actually learn about the true you.
Wonderful. And so, I guess that kind of covers the next one that I want to discuss. How would you describe the LEC?
Right. Okay. The LEC, it can sneak up on you because sometimes you think you're not doing anything. And then by the end of it, you realise, wow, actually this and this happened. But once you're actually in it, if you're not paying attention, sometimes you think, oh, what's this about? What we're doing? So, yeah, it's sneaky. So you have to be careful. So that's when I talk about having that space to actually sit back. Because sometimes you think you're not doing anything, but you're doing a whole lot.
That's wonderful. I guess the last question, just quickly, is how would you recommend it to anyone?
I don't think I would recommend it to everyone, just because I believe that there are certain steps that you need to take within yourself to be ready to take the LEC step. Because even though, yes, it's very powerful and it doesn't matter who you are, you will be impacted some way, on some level. Even if you don't know it, you will be. But I just also have this feeling that out of all my friends and people that I know, there will be some I'd recommend it to because I know they will definitely get a lot out of, and some I'd probably be more reserved to say, okay, I'm not going to recommend it. I might recommend them do something else prior to that first, which might prepare them for it, and then say, once they've kind of like got that understanding, that certain level, then I'd say, yeah, you should go on LEC. So on the one hand, yes, I can recommend it to everybody because you will get something out of it. But on the other hand, I would say, well, maybe you should try something else first and then move on to that.
Yes, do some of the preparation work, because ultimately the LEC is, we've always seen it as a linchpin at the end, because you have all these various, even the LECs run on top of each other, up to this one, which is the main one, but you have all this other work
to do. So,
okay.
yeah.
That's wonderful. Thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you. And thank Orisi and Constantine and Annika.